For all these years, you've been faithfully putting money into your retirement accounts. At first it was hard, but then it became a habit. And then it just became a part of who you are. You're a saver, and you feel good about it. But then comes the day that you've really been working for, retirement, and they say that you're supposed to do the very thing that was anathema to you as a saver. You're supposed to take money out. Well, if you're a true dyed-in-the-wool saver, it just kind of feels weird, kind of risky. Well, when it comes to drawing money out of your retirement accounts to live on in retirement, the first risk that most commonly comes to mind is the risk of running out of money. No one wants to outlive their money. But think of the person so paralyzed by this fear that they forfeit the very use and enjoyment of all that money that they've worked all those years so hard to save and accumulate over their working lifetime. What use would saving $1 million be if you never took the occasion to spend or enjoy it? Well, consideration of these two extremes ought to highlight the obvious balance that most of us strive for, whether we realize it or not. We want to be able to spend as much of our retirement assets as possible without the fear of ever running out. With that desired balance in mind, let's begin an examination of the 4 most common ways to tap into your retirement funds for a regular income stream. The first method is something I would call the interest-only method. This used to be the most common way that retirees would tap into their savings. Funds might be deposited into a bank CD or invested into interest-bearing bonds issued by the federal government or a local municipality, or maybe even a large financially secure corporation. As recently as 2007, CDs paid 5%. Well, now you'll search hard to find one paying even a fifth of that amount, and then only if you're willing to lock the money up for a lengthy period of time. I don't think that I need to go on and on about the risk of interest rate declines. Nearly everyone with any money has seen the devastating impact on savers of the Fed's efforts to stimulate the economy over these last several years. Bonds have been similarly impacted by the Fed's interest rate cuts. So the method once assumed to be the safe route, which is the interest only as income method, has proven not always to be so safe or reliable. Well, the second method is what I would call the spend down method. The second method involves spending not only the interest, but also chunks of principal. Obviously, this means more income to spend, at first anyway. Equally obvious, if you keep this up, at some point, you're gonna run out of your own money. So it's possible to plan out a spend down strategy so that one's after-tax income will be significantly higher, oftentimes as much as double, and the money will last about 20 years or so. Well, still, that risk remains of living too long. So we go to the third method, which is the safe withdrawal rate. Wall Street would love to see you leave your money in a portfolio of their design, blending stocks and bonds and taking out a so-called safe amount during the negative years so that slow or up and down years won't irreparably damage your portfolio. If investment returns on a portfolio are positive, then you can have your cake and eat it too by withdrawing income and seeing your portfolio balance grow. But everyone knows that if markets can go up, they can also come back down. So software programs have been developed to evaluate the damage potentially done by any long periods of negative returns. What these programs are showing today is that a safe withdrawal rate is somewhere about 3% or maybe even a little bit less. Well, the fourth method of creating income from your money is a self-made pension. Everybody knows what a pension is. A retiree goes to work, usually for a long period of time, and at the end gets a paycheck for life. Doesn't have to manage investments, doesn't have to worry about whether the market is going up or down, just a paycheck every month for life, guaranteed, that's it. For that reason, many companies offer the opportunity for individuals to create their own self-made pension plans. One could give an insurance company a lump sum of money to create such a self-made pension. To keep things equal, this would be the same lump sum that we use to produce the interest-only income or the spend-down income or the safe rate of withdrawal income. The insurance company issues a guaranteed income annuity to the individual to create this self-made pension. The insurance company is able to achieve actuarial diversification by covering lots and lots of people. That way they know that for every person who lives longer than average, there's going to be someone that's going to die earlier than average. The benefit of such broad actuarial diversification means that the company can pay a high annuity payout rate. A male at retirement age could expect something in the 7% range guaranteed for life. Well, the downside is that when you die, so does your income and your asset. It is gone. It's owned by the insurance company. No one of these income methods is perfect, and each has its serious downsides. They are tools to be used, not standalone solutions that solve everyone's retirement problem. Like most tools, they work best in the hands of an experienced craftsman, and that craftsman usually works best when following a plan. So step one in deciding which of the 4 methods or combinations of methods to use is to get a retirement-oriented financial plan. Offering you wisdom on wealth, I'm Byron Moore.